Hi everyone, I'm Instructor A and welcome to our review on salaries and wages computation under General Mathematics. Let's start by understanding the difference between salary and wages. Okay, let's talk about salary first. A salary is a fixed amount of money that a person receives regularly, usually every month or year. It stays the same even if the number of hours worked changes. For example, if someone earns 30,000 per month, that amount does not change each payday. Salary gives a stable and predictable income. Kaming mga teachers, ang natatanggap po namin ay salary. Okay? Example yun ng job where the pay is fixed and regular, usually monthly. Yung teachers, yung office employees like accountants or HR staff, they get a fixed monthly pay. Nurses as well. Many are paid a monthly salary, though some may also earn overtime. Managers also, they receive a stable monthly or annual salary. Kaming mga salary workers, we have this what we call the contracts, kontrata, that guarantee a fixed income. Even if we work fewer hours in a week, our pay stays the same. Kahit magtrabaho pa kami ng 12 hours, ng 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day, walang overtime pay yun. Ano yun? Fixed talaga. 30,000 is 30,000 monthly. Okay? Coming teachers. On the other hand, wages are based on number of hours work or task completed. This means the pay can change depending on how much work is done. Nakita nyo naman dito, it's a variable income. The pay fluctuates. Actually, pwedeng bumaba or tumaas ang kita mo pag sinabing wages. Depende sa kung ilan ang magawa mo or ilang oras kang nagtrabaho. Ayan. Let's say dito sa example ko, 150 per hour. The total pay will depend pa on how many hours you work. Wages are flexible and can increase or decrease depending on effort and time. Okay? To sum it up, salary is fixed, stable, and predictable. Samantalang yung wages, flexible. Depends on effort and time pa talaga. Okay? Next slide. This figure shows 5 common ways to compute how people earn money from work. So, meron tayo ditong annual salary. Meron tayong example later, ha? Hourly wage, ayan, per oras na bayaran. May overtime pay, magkano dapat yung overtime pay mo. Kung hindi ka fixed, I mean kung hindi salary, wages to pag overtime pay, no? Commission, magkano dapat ang makukuha mo kung ilan na kung kabenta ka ng malaki, guys. Commission ang tawag doon. Piecework. Piecework, saan ba 'to nakukuha? Usually sa mga factory workers to depende ang kanilang kita kung ilan ang kanilang nagawa. By piece ba? Bibilangin yung kung ilan ang nagawa mo kung kunwari, ilan ang tahi mong short, 20 pesos per short. So kung talagang bibilisan mo sa pagtahi yun kasi nakadepende ang kita mo sa dami ng iyong nagawa. Okay? So let's start with example 1 sa ating mga solving part na. An employee earns an annual salary of 624,000 pesos. Take note that the given is annual salary. Ibig sabihin, ang kita ng employee na to sa loob ng isang taon ay 624,000 pesos. Question letter A. How much is the employee's monthly salary? So, magkano daw ang kanyang salary sa loob ng isang buwan? Kapag ang kanyang annual salary ay 624,000. Letter B, magkano naman ang kanyang weekly salary? Okay? Gagamit tayo ng formula dito sa taas, yung naka-orange. Monthly salary equals annual salary divided by 12 because there are 12 months in a year. Weekly salary equals annual salary divided by 52 because there are 52 weeks in a year. And the solution or the answer for letter A is 52,000 pesos. You just have to divide 624,000 pesos by 12 because nga, there are 12 months in a year. Malaki yan guys, 52,000 pesos in a year sa Pilipinas na mga sweldo. Letter B, magkano ang kanyang weekly salary? An employee's weekly salary is equivalent to 12,000 pesos weekly. Sana all. Okay? Please don't forget the formula, ha? Example 2 for hourly wage. Jomar works as a part-time barber earns 150 pesos per hour. So, isa siyang part-time barbero. Last week, nagtrabaho siya ng 8 hours ng Monday. So, Monday, 8 hours. Wednesday, 6 hours. Kasi kailangan natin malaman ilang oras talaga eh. So, may 8, may 6, at no Saturday, 5 hours. So, guys, 3 days lang nagtrabaho itong si Jomar kasi nga part-time. Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. 8, 6, and 5. So, ilan yun? 8 plus 6 plus 5, 19. 19 hours ang kanyang tinrabaho sa loob ng 3 days na yun. Okay? Letter A question. What is Jomar's total wage for the week? Letter B. If he works the same number of hours every week, how much will he earn in 1 month or in 4 weeks? Okay? So, let's solve for letter A. Total wage equals hourly rate times number of hours worked. At sabi nga natin kanina, may 8, may 6, may 5. So, matotal, 19 hours na nag-work si Jomar bilang part-time barber. At ang bayad sa kanya per oras ay 150. So, the total wage for that 3 days is 2,850. Next, letter B. If you work the same number of hours every week, magkano ang kanyang kita sa isang buwan or sa 4 weeks? So, all you have to do is to multiply the total wage, which is 2,850 by 4. Kasi itong 2,850, 1 week, may 4 na weeks. So, 2,850 times 4 equals 11,400 in a month. Part-time lang din naman kasi. Okay, that's how you calculate the hourly wage. Next, overtime pay. Please don't forget this. Usually, overtime rate ay dapat alam ninyo kung magkano per oras ang bayad sa inyo. You would just have to multiply that by 1.5 usually in the Philippine setting. Overtime pay equals overtime rate times overtime hours. Example, Maria works as a customer service representative. Her regular hourly rate is 120. Take note, the word is regular. So, ito yung regular na bayad sa kanya. Hindi yan overtime. Regular niya talagang rate yan. Ang bayad sa kanya per oras ay 120. And, nagtrabaho siya ng 40 hours sa loob na isang week. 1 week, she also worked 5 hours of overtime. Okay? Mga importanteng data to naka-red guys at naka-highlight. Ulitin natin. Ang bayad kay Maria per hour is 120. At ang regular time niya sa loob na isang week ay 40 hours na work. Pero that time, that week, particular week, nag-work siya ng 5 hours overtime. What is Maria's total weekly salary including overtime pay? So, yan. So, hindi lang tinatanong dito ay magkano ang kita ni Maria. Ang tinatanong dito, magkano lahat-lahat kasama ang overtime pay. So, again, binilugan ko po ang overtime rate dyan. 120 times 1.5 equals 180. Take note that the overtime rate is equal to hourly rate times 1.5. Ano ba yung overtime rate? Diba, in-explain ko na kanina, iba yung kita ninyo sa overtime. Iba ang bayad dapat sa inyo per oras. Ito yung sinasabi na overtime rate. Pag nag-overtime ka, whatever your regular rate, just multiply that by 1.5. In this case, it's 120 pesos. Next, your overtime pay. Kasi hindi ka lang naman isang oras nag-overtime eh. In this case, si Maria ay nag-overtime siya ng 5 hours. So, ang kanyang overtime pay ay 180 kasi yun yung overtime rate niya, times 5 kasi 5 hours siyang nag-overtime equals 900 pesos. Tapos, ang question kasi dito, ito naka-blue, what is Maria's total weekly salary including overtime pay? So, dapat alam natin, basically, magkano ba ang kita ni Maria regular per week? Take note that ang bayad sa kanya ay 120 pesos. At nagtatrabaho siya ng 40 hours per week. So, 120 times 40 is equal to 4,800. Masasagot na natin yung tanong na to. Maria's total weekly salary is 5,700 pesos. That's the regular pay plus the overtime pay. Okay, next, example 4. Lisa works as a real estate agent. She earns 5% commission on every house she sells. Last month, nakabenta siya ng isang bahay worth 2 million pesos. So, magkano ang kanyang komisyon? Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, mas malaki ang kita nila sa amin. Kanya yung 5% ng 2 million. Commission equals sales amount. Sales amount in this case is 2 million times the commission rate. Calculator. Gumamit kayo ng calculator. Okay? So, 2 million times 5% is equal to 100,000. Therefore, ang commission ni Liza ay 100,000 sa kanyang nabentang bahay. What more kung ang nabenta niyang bahay ay marami? That's commission class. The higher you, wag na tayo mag-English, guys. Mas malaki ang benta mo, mas malaking commission mo. Ganon. Okay, next is work. Examples of 5. Anna works as a garment factory where she is paid 25,000 per shirt soon. Last week, she completed 180 shirts. So, pang maramihan to. Ang bayad sa'yo ay depende sa kung ilan ang iyong nagawa. Question letter A, how much did Anna earn for the week? Question letter B, if she maintains the same output for 4 weeks, what will be her total monthly earnings? So, for letter A, how much did Anna earn for the week? That is just only 25 times 180 equals 45. Ito ang kita niya. Kasi yung number of pieces na nagawa niya ay 180. Ang bilis niyang mag-work, guys. If she maintains the same output for 4 weeks, what will be her total monthly earnings? Just multiply 45 by 4 kasi 4 weeks daw eh. So, Anna's total earnings for the month is 18,000. Okay? Meron din tayo, actually, tinatawag na allowances. Binibigay ito ng mga employer. They are extra payments provided by the employers to help employees cover specific work-related or living expenses. Hindi siya part ng basic salary. As in, benefit lang namin siya, guys. Ganon. Ang mga common type of allowance are the transportation allowance, meal allowance, housing allowance, clothing allowance, etc. Pero depende pa rin sa company yan kung anong allowances sa kanilang binibigay. Okay? At may mga examples tayo dito. 2,000 per month for fuel or public transport, 150 per day, etc., etc. Example, sub 6. Carla works as an office assistant with a monthly basic salary of 18,000. So, ito yung kanyang monthly basic salary. Office assistant ha. So, salary talaga ang ginamit na term yan. Nagbigay ang company niya ng transportation allowance, meal allowance 1,500, clothing allowance 500. What is Carla's total monthly income including allowances? Okay, letter A, 22,000. Malapit na kasi ang time, guys. Total monthly income is equal to 22,000. Yung basic salary plus yung allowances niya. 2,000, 1,500, 500. Letter B, if she receives the same allowances every month, ilang month ka ulit sa loob na isang taon, di ba 12? So just multiply the basic salary plus the allowances ng 12. That will give you 264,000 pesos sa loob ng isang taon. Okay guys, I hope you learned something from me. Thank you and good luck.